Hey YouTube, MrRampro here, and this is going to be my second take on this video. The first one, I went off on a couple of rants, and might have used some language, just because I was a little upset with how some of these forums are with this particular knife. The fans seem to be extremely loyal, and they seem to do nothing but, worship this particular blade. So, I'm going to go a different approach, and we'll see how it turns out. Let's start by saying that this is a Insingo bladed knife. I was trying to think of what it was. Chris Reeves small Sebenza Insingo with micarta inserts. A really nice looking knife. It looks really nice. They do come with a little registration card, some stickers, a little cloth you see in the background here, in a white box, kind of proclaiming what they've won. Which good on them. You do get this CPM S35VN steel, which is a good deal. And you see here, small Sebenza Insingo micarta. I know that was a little fuzzy, but it is what it is. So that's what you get. The price point on this particular one was a little over $400. I think $425. And at that price point, everybody builds things up in their head a little bit, and they want things to be that they're, some things that they're not, or they think this is going to be the very last knife that you buy. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that it was not that case for me. Me personally, I was not happy with the small Sebenza purchase, and went out and bought a large Sebenza. I didn't like the size of this one whatsoever. As far as just being small, something about it, it didn't fit. I've got a ton of small little blades like this, and I carry quite a few little knives throughout the day, and I mean, you can see a couple of these, just different variations of knives that might go in my pocket. The Sebenza it wasn't what I was looking for in a smaller blade. That's just it. I didn't really care for the locking feature. It seems to stick a little bit. I didn't care for the opening feature. It seems to be a little hard to push down on, trying to open. And it wasn't really what I was after at all. I do like the micarta. I like the fact that the micarta kind of changes a little bit as you use it. I think that's kind of neat. I did change the lanyard on the background and everything. And overall, I didn't mind the knife. I think the quality seems to be pretty good. There is a couple of small things that I noticed that, you hear, oh wow, Chris Reeves' quality is just impeccable, end of story. I'm going to say overall, yeah, I'm going to give it an A to an A+, but I'm not going to give it 100%, because there are small things that I noticed with the knife. There's a little burr here in the corner where they cut out for the frame lock. There was a little scratch, I think, is this the corner here? There was a little scratch on the end of it, which probably didn't even happen. I mean, it could have happened, at the distributor or something like that. I don't know. Seemed a little odd, though. I didn't like getting it that way, I can tell you that. The blade grinds are absolutely amazing, though. Those look really, really nice. The blade came really sharp. And this is kind of like the modified sheep's foot or Warncliffe type blade. I do think it wasn't as smooth as what I thought it would be. Like I said, I didn't like the opening feature, and the pocket clip seemed a little stiff, but I do like, the retention of it. If you've got the money tied up into this type of pocket knife, you want to make sure you retain it. So I think that's kind of cool. I think when I first got it, I carried it to the beach, and this was the only knife that I had for like an entire week at the beach. Wife and kids, and I did everything with it. Cut up the cantaloupe, prepared lunches, did all that kind of stuff with it. And it excelled at those tasks. I do think it was a little small for some of the tasks that I like, and that's kind of why I went with it. I do think the large Sebenza opens a lot smoother. Something about the ergonomics of it are just a little better. I think overall, the large Sebenza is an out of the park kind of thing. I think this here is not for me kind of thing. Is what it is. You can take it apart and clean it. You do have a flow-through design. I will tell you that I've seen in several instances on my large Sebenza where you can actually feel the edge of the blade down in here in the handle. I don't know if that's changed. I mean, I don't feel it on this one, and I don't even really see it. I can't reach it with my fingernail. But on a large, if I wanted to, I could stick my finger down in that little groove and run it and get cut. You know what I mean? So I don't do that. I keep my Sebenza actually in my back pocket, clipped in just like this in my back pocket, the large one anyways. This one I would keep in the right front pocket, clipped in pretty tight just to kind of keep it near me. But the large one I keep in the back pocket, clipped in, and it's never gone anywhere, and I've never, cut myself. I have heard that if you keep this in your front right pocket, you slide your hand in, that your hand could somehow get in that groove and cut yourself. I've never personally done it, although these things do bite. I've never personally done it that way. Overall, I think it's a good product. I don't think this product is for me. I think that overall, realistically, I could justify spending the price because I'll be honest with you, when I bought the large Sebenza, I could totally justify the price for it, and it took the place of every other large blade. This is only a couple that I have on the table here, but it took the place of all the others. I haven't carried anything else since. I don't have it with me right this second. It's in the other part of the house, but it took the place of all these. It took the place of the paramilitary, of the J.D. Smith, of what are the others? There's like a whole freaking drawer of them. The DPX has 2, all the Emersons. It took the place of my mini CQC 15, which is freaking ridiculous because nothing should ever take the place of that freaking blade. Although I did muck it up a little bit, so I'll have to show you guys. I'm trying to fix something on it, and I kind of customize them a little bit, to make them my own, and I've jacked it up pretty good, so I'm probably going to have to send it to one of those Class A pimpers to get them to fix it. But anyways, back to this knife. The large Sebenza did take the place of it. This one here, carried it for about 2 weeks, threw it in the safe. I was like, whatever. I don't even really care for it. That's just it. I don't like the blade shape as much as I thought I would, and I don't know, just something about it. It doesn't fit. Like I said, I've got other small knives that I prefer to carry that fit that bill for me, and that's just how it is, This one just doesn't seem to do it. But like I said, the large is good to go. So without wasting any more time, I would make sure that I looked into the sizes before I made a purchase. Like I said, I bought this one first, and it just wasn't what it is, so I still pulled the trigger and went with the large one. I'm glad I did, because the large one works out perfect for me, but this one here just wasn't. So double check your sizes, because it's a lot of money to tie into something that you're just not 100% happy with. So that's my opinion, and I'm glad I redid the video. The last one kind of had a little bit of negativity to it. I kind of went on a couple of rants about people in forums, not necessarily individuals, but just how people kind of portray this as being, godlike status, which it's not. This is a knife, and actually, this one cuts better from the factory than this one did, is what it is. This one came sharper. This is a GEC, Farm in the Field bullnose. It's carbon steel. When I first got them, I don't know why. I don't really care why, but this cut better, is what it is. Maybe it's the thinner blade stock. I don't know. But either way, it cut better, is what it is. That's life. You guys be good, and we'll see you next time around. Thanks a lot for watching.